Hey guys, RPM here. Hope you're doing well. Having a really great day. Oh, my basement floor is now just covered again. While I just cleaned it up like maybe 2 weeks ago, it's completely filled again. And over the past couple weeks, I have been getting a lot of different boxes, a lot of different hardware, and it's just been, again, piling up. And so, just yesterday, as of recording, you guys are going to see this video later, I just received my old ASICs that I sent them out for hosting about a year and 8 months ago. I want to talk to you guys about what happened with all of these, and then I also want to ask you guys, what should I do with these? So I have a couple options, and I'd love to get all your guys' feedback. Alright, so most of you may not have seen my previous videos of what ASIC miners I sent out about a year and a half ago, so I'm going to take them all out of the box, and I'll show you what has been brought back. So you guys will see all the miners on top of each box right after today's video sponsor. Are your electricity costs too high to mine at home? Check out Iowa Mining. Iowa Mining is an ASIC miner hosting facility located in Iowa, USA. With 3+ years of crypto mining experience and 15+ in the industrial commercial space, they provide the perfect blend of the best ASIC miner hosting and service available. They offer straightforward ASIC miner hosting prices, remote access, and personalized service with the goal of 99% uptime for your ASIC miners. Contact them now to get your miners on today, link down below. Okay, oh, my back kills. Alright, so I took out all of the 11 ASICs that I sent out for hosting I think about 17 to 18 months ago. And where I got these hosted was with Decentral in Canada. Now, just to tell you guys my experience, overall it was good, but there were a little hiccups, mainly with their hosting in Alberta, which was with GasFlare. And GasFlare hosting for ASIC miners, basically, for anyone that doesn't know, it turned the extra gas into a generator and thus creating electricity. But it wasn't very reliable, and the uptime when I had these hosted in the beginning, of course, wasn't that great. And so there was always a lot of ups and downs and shutoffs, and I think I had a few ASIC miners break, but luckily Decentral was able to fix them. But again, there was a lot of downtime with the whole GasFlare hosting and all that kind of stuff. But a few months in, I was then recommended to go to their Montreal hosting, which is all on hydroelectricity, which is obviously a lot more reliable. And yeah, the rest is history. The ASIC miners were great hosting at that location. And so I had a few ASIC miners, they did die during the hosting time, but like I said, Decentral was able to fix them. Like, I have two E9 Pros here that Decentral was able to fix, and as well as I have a S19J Pro here. This is a 104 terahash model. Okay, then I have a Antminer D9. Okay, just going through all the ASICs that I have here, and then I'll give you guys my reason why I brought them back. Z15 Pro, S19K Pro, another S19J Pro 104, another S19J Pro 104, have an Antminer L7, S19 XP, and then we have an Antminer K7, which I believe the K7 is dead. I don't know why. I may send this to Mr. Lukewarm Mining to get it fixed, but otherwise the rest of the ASICs do work. Now I'm gonna have to test all of them if I decide to sell them. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, Red Panda, why did you bring back your ASICs from hosting? Well, over the past couple months, I was essentially breaking even on majority of all this stuff at Decentral when I was hosting with them. The amount of money that I was making with majority of these, I was at least breaking even on the electric bill or losing. I know my E9 Pros were definitely losing, and I think the D9 was also not doing very well. And of course I have some S19J Pros, which I believe they did put down into low power mode to get more efficiency, but really wasn't making much even on LPM mode. Anyways, I requested to bring back all my ASICs, and so I'm completely out of hosting at Decentral at this point in time. Unless I get new ASICs, then I'll send them new ASICs. But I have essentially three different options I want to talk with you guys about what should I do with these miners. So number one, the obvious one I think would be to sell them, okay? They're quite a bit older, right? But they still have value. I still do see, people on eBay, buying these miners. I mean, depending on your electrical costs, I think the Z15 Pro makes like, I don't know, a couple bucks a day, though granted at like 5 cents per kilowatt hour. S19K Pros, I mean, these still have value. S19J Pros, really not much, maybe 300, 400 bucks for anyone. And then the L7, I think is still profitable actually, even at like 7 or 8 cents. Making a couple bucks as well. S19 XP, this one I believe it did break down at one point, but Decentral did fix it, so it is working now. But yeah, the S19 XP is still decent as well, but again, at like low electricity cost, and the K7 is dead. So I don't think this thing is profitable right now. Anyways, yeah, the first option there would be to just sell all of them and then buy into newer ASICs if I want. Okay, so that's the first option. Second option is I send them out to a hosting facility that has a much lower electrical rate. And I do have a few options to send these out at around 5 cents per kilowatt hour or 6 cents per kilowatt hour. One's at 5 cents, another is at 6 cents. So I looked at the current profitability on like majority of these, and it's decent at 5 cents, but really currently not that profitable. Now, are we on the precipice of the bull run here where I think as of recording, Bitcoin's like, what, 95, 97K? So if things do continue to go up, and maybe if altcoins come back, then some of these ASICs could do very well. Maybe the Z15 Pro. Maybe my E9 Pros can come back into play, right? Maybe the maybe Dogecoin can continue to maybe go back up. It has been falling for the past couple months, but maybe Doge can go back up. And then of course the Bitcoin miners might be decent. I think they are okay at 5 cents per kilowatt hour. So that's option number two. I send these out to a hosting facility that have much lower electrical rate that I've been given the opportunity. Third option, and this is something I'm kinda really hesitant on doing, but let me talk about it. Okay, so most of you know I am on a 400 amp service here at my house, and I actually do have the ability to get the next leg down in commercial rate, which is about, I think, 5.5 cents with taxes and demand cost all in, everything. Basically, I did the math, about 5.5 cents. Currently, I am at 7.4 cents per kilowatt hour all in. So the third option is to, if I can somehow run, and I have to run about, I did the math, about 64 to 65,000 watts, like concurrently every hour. So about 64, 65 kilowatts per hour. So I have a 200 amp panel here, 200 amp panel there. I would have to run about 32,000 watts each panel here to hit that electrical demand in order for me to get that next leg down. Now, I don't have my phone with me here, but I'll show on the screen here how much, according to my Emporia system, I'm pulling on each of these panels here. So I'm currently not pulling, 32,000 watts on each panel. But what if I could? So as most of you know, I have a GPU mining area, and I have 4 30 amp circuits here. Then my ASIC rack area, I have 3 30 amp circuits here. So herein lies the potential opportunity for me. I think if I collectively add all the power consumption, about 30,000, maybe 34,000 watts of miners here currently. So could I turn these on in order for me to hit my electrical demand so that I could get the next leg down in electrical rate? That would be insane. But the hard thing is I had to run more circuits. I have to spread the load because I still have to have like my dryer, wash machine, oven, sometimes my Tesla charger, just other things around the house that I still need to keep open extra capacity for. So that's the third option, and that's a really hard option for me to hit, I believe. And I really want to lean towards trying to attempt that, but I definitely have to rearrange the breaker panel and the wiring. And where the heck am I gonna cool 11 of these big boy ASICs in my house here? You guys saw I have my GPUs, I have my ASIC rack there, which is pretty much full. I don't know, I'm pretty maxed out. But let me know what you guys think. Those 3 options, okay? 1, sell them. 2, get them hosted somewhere at a much cheaper electrical rate. Or 3, try to run these at home, but I'm really leaning towards option 1 or 2 because that's going to be a lot easier. Okay, that's it for this video, my friends. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll let you know which option I go with, I guess, once I read your guys' comments, and if I decide to sell these or not. or again, send these off for hosting, or maybe, I don't know, give these away. Well, I gotta make some money out of these, so we'll see. But I gotta get this K7 fixed. Lukewarm Miner, gonna send that to you, man. Okay, I'll see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Peace out.